your identification.
What did you say? I'm tightening those restraints. Scavenger scum.
We don't need to see his identity.
I will remove these restraints and leave the cell with the door open. My lord.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sidebar Cantina, the podcast where we talk about Star Wars, pop culture, the coming of fall.
Yeah. That was perfect. That was so perfect. I wish I had planned it. Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Because it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Fuck fall.
I am drinking some Yingling Oktoberfest beer. I don't think it's as good as the Samuel Adams, but the Samuel Adams hasn't hit the fucking shelves yet. Normally it's always out the first week of August, but no stores fucking have it right now. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So Yingling to the rescue.
Yeah, well, Yingling can't, be good at everything. So,
True.
Sometimes they just gotta get outside their lane and just so you know that, hey, this is not what they make. I'm trying to think of there was a beer or a Yingling version. It was called Premium, and you can only get it in PA. And it was something that John and I had found.
Right.
And it was different. It was like, how can I describe it? It wasn't like regular Yingling. Right. It was lighter, but it wasn't like light beer.
I feel like I've had it before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was in cans. You couldn't get it in bottles. And it was taking it up to hunting camp and Yingling Premiums. I haven't had one in forever, but it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm in PA. I need to pick up some Yingling Premiums. And they were, it's probably the Busch Light of Yingling,
right.
of Yinglings,
Yeah.
but it was like they were special. So anyway,
good times.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's going on? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Why am I here?
Why am I here? We are here to talk about the next 2 episodes of the Ninth Jedi.
C
3PO. That would be episodes 3 and 4.
That would be correct.
All right, good. Because
those are the ones I watched.
Well, I also watched 5.
Okay.
Because for some reason I thought, I don't remember if I watched all the episodes I was supposed to watch. So then I also watched 5. So I'm 1 ahead of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I figure do them in pairs. Seems to be a good
Which
one.
would make sense, but it's been a rough weekend. So
yeah,
which we'll talk about in our weeks.
All right, fair enough. So we missed a week last week.
We did,
and a lot of stuff happened in our absence.
Yes.
So
as it happens, usually big shit happens when we're not on the air.
Yeah, I know. And it was it my fault this time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because Kristen and Ben needed
a ride.
Oh my god, that was a fucking nightmare, by the way. Going into Philly at fucking rush hour to get to that goddamn bus station or train station.
And there's no place to sit and stop.
No. It's like they better be ready at the fucking curb as soon as I'm pulling up or it's over.
So the secret to that is, and I wish for some reason I thought you were going to Hamilton.
No.
The trick to that, go to the VA.
Really?
Go to the VA and park there because you can park for free.
Right.
It's right down the road.
Is it that close?
Yeah.
Man, my bearings are way off.
Yeah, it's on that part of so University Avenue actually goes up and then you can make a right and it takes you right to where the station is. Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, because it's right by Drexel.
Is it? I don't know. I was just following the GPS and just trying not to.
I know, Jason. I know. But I know that part of the city. You could, but if you had parked at the VA, like you could have chilled. You could have even went in, like if you were waiting for any length of time, you could have went in, took a shit, came out. You know,
prefer not to in public restrooms, but
well, I mean, I prefer not to do a lot of things in public, but here we are, Jason.
Yes, indeed. So, so anyway, we missed last week, and a lot of shit happened. So we're still going to talk about it, even though it's a week and a half old news at this point.
We're gonna talk about it
because it's still important.
We're gonna talk about it.
And what happened was the D23 Expo took place.
That's right.
Which is Disney's.
That's right.
Disney's thing where I guess the biggest stuff that gets announced at this is like changes to the parks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know that's what like all the park fiends are always on about is like all the changes during D23 that get announced. But they throw in a little Marvel, little Star Wars, just to keep us on the hook.
Yeah, I know. I know there was some Marvel, whatever. Like somebody referenced something about Marvel people being on stage and Robert Downey Jr. or whatever.
Yeah.
Is he like playing? Did he like grow a mustache and now he's evil? Or mustache and a goatee and now he's evil?
Yes.
Iron Man or whatever.
Well, he's Dr. Doom.
Oh.
Which how that ties, it's like from an alternate universe Tony Stark that somehow becomes Dr. Doom and then comes into the normal universe. And
so let's sidebar. Again, not a Marvel guy.
Right.
But tangentially, I understand comics. Are they really, are they just turning the franchise into a comic book at this point? Because it seems like a very comic book thing to do.
Well, yeah, they're taking a storyline directly from the comics.
But I mean, just in general. Like, think about what they're doing with the franchise and all the kind of zipping back and forth that they're doing.
Yeah.
It seems like a very, very comic thing to do. Like in this issue 1 of this spinoff, we're going to this direction with, evil Robert Downey Jr. is going to go this way. And then, you know what I mean? It just, watching it from as an outsider, it's like, oh, they're turning this comic book franchise into comic books.
Yeah. That seems about right.
I wonder if the casual will pick up on that.
I didn't really think about it. I mean, I know that this main storyline that they're working on is pulled right from the comics, but I don't know.
Probably because they know they needed the fucking comic nerds to help them because nobody wants to fucking watch their bullshit anymore.
Yeah, they were having some hiccups with a bunch of their movies for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if this back to formula with Robert Downey Jr.
And Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And fucking everyone else. I'm sure will be in it. I'm sure Deadpool will be in it. Yeah,
not surprised. Anyway, but we're not here to talk Marvel. We're here to talk the Star Wars stuff that came out.
Exactly.
So first and foremost, we got an Ahsoka season 2 trailer. Finally.
Yes.
And we got a release date announced.
We did.
Which is January 20th, which is great.
Which is way sooner than we thought.
Yeah, because I was thinking they were going to do it sometime in the spring.
Yeah.
But no, they're rolling it out in January, and I couldn't be more excited.
Yes.
Especially after watching this trailer, which I think we are going to throw on.
Yes.
And watch.
Yes.
Because
do it. Do it. Stop talking about it and do it.
37.
No, we'll do it.
Hold on, I gotta share my screen. That's very distracting.
We'll do it. We'll do it live.
God damn it.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
You're making this very difficult for
We'll do
me.
it live. Fuck it.
All I'm doing is pushing a button, Jason. I don't know what would be holding you up. This has no effect on you clicking.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Anyway, why don't we take a look at this Ahsoka season 2 trailer?
Yes, let's.
All right. Play.
Tell me, Ahsoka. What troubles you?
I'm pausing it just because,
Yeah.
so we can talk for a second. We get another flashback scene with young Ahsoka, played by that same young actress, and Hayden. They're in some snowy world with some dead clone troopers around.
Right.
So we know we're going back there because that was one of the more popular episodes from the previous season was when
Right.
they had those old Clone Wars flashbacks. So here we go. All right. Let's talk about this guy. What the hell is going on here? First of all, is not a red lightsaber. This guy is about to fight them. And he basically, it's like a dual-bladed lightsaber that he can like open again and make it like a I wouldn't call it a three-bladed lightsaber.
It's like a continuous energy thing.
Yeah.
That seems a little dangerous.
Oh yeah.
That seems
I
like
mean, even dual-bladed lightsabers seem pretty dangerous, even for the wielder.
right.
But now this just adds a whole nother level of
Right.
could potentially cut your own head off.
Maybe
by
that's why
mistake.
he's wearing that eye black to protect him from some
Or maybe that's from a previous scar.
maybe. Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Is it Ray Park for real though?
It looks like Ray Park, doesn't it?
It does a little bit. Now that I've seen the screen grab.
Yeah. It can't be him though. But anyway, yeah, so they're fighting this dude in the snow who's got a non-red lightsaber. That
Right. And it's not yellow either.
No, and then it extends and it's very strange. Watch that middle part be like a chain and he could like nunchuck the shit.
That would be fucking hilarious. Teenage Mutant Ninja Jedi.
Yep. All right, continuing on. So it's Anakin and Ahsoka got together. Teamwork.
I'm always walking by your side.
Both Anakin.
Citizens of the glorious empire, I have returned.
Okay, pause. This is where my asshole starts twitching a little bit. Thrawn making his announcement to the citizens of the glorious empire.
Yeah.
This time frame we're talking about, where we know what Thrawn is only really affecting, like how far is this reaching?
Right.
Is this the entire galaxy? Like, are like there's certain worlds that don't know that, hey, this guy Thrawn's back?
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about Thrawn ever.
Yeah, and I was doing some Googling after this, and that Bloodline book came up where there was mentioned in there very specifically that after the Battle of Jakku, like the Empire was gone and there were no more big battles.
Right.
And that's what led the Republic to be like, yeah, we don't need a military anymore.
Right.
So this is like sort of contradicting with that. And I mean, who knows how they might wrap that up and make it work. We'll have to watch the season.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
but yeah, it definitely conflicts with stuff that we've
like
consumed.
where is Dathomir in relation to the rest of the galaxy, and how far can that reach? Right. If he's in Dathomir in that system with a ship that can't really go that far. I mean, yeah, they hooked up to that fucking circle of death and
Yeah.
made the jump from the other galaxy.
Yes.
But can that get them into hyperspace lanes and be able to go between galaxies?
Well, I would imagine the Star Destroyer itself can. I mean, it took some damage, but I would imagine it can still go into hyperspace. It's just, it couldn't go into intergalactic hyperspace to get out of the second galaxy. That's why they needed the Ring of Death.
I don't.
Sounds like somebody needs to go back and rewatch Ahsoka season 1.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
But I still don't. I'm concerned. This is where my concern starts.
Mm.
All right. Thrawn is making himself known and shit's going to hit the fan.
Yes.
Like, okay. I'm here for it. I want to see it go down. I love just like hearing the voice and knowing like, okay, he's coming back and he has his plan.
Yeah.
Right. But what's that going to look like, and how that finishes?
I mean, I guess we'll find out, if assuming it concludes in season 2.
Motherfuckers.
All right. So he took an oath to protect the Empire.
Took an oath
And we see the
to
ghost
protect
crew.
the
Hera
empire.
and Ezra.
I therefore declare war.
Now that is an awesome scene right there where he's basically, I declare war on the Rebel Alliance. So this is like open warfare at this point.
Of the Rebel Alliance.
That answers my question.
And notice how he doesn't say the New Republic. He's still referring to them as the Rebel Alliance.
Right. I mean, it's born.
Now we got the Dathomirians
Out of vision.
on a boarding party.
What did you see? More.
That's an awesome shot.
More and more danger than I thought.
And I'm just going to go back real quick. Let's just take a look. Look at this. Look at all these fucking ships.
Yeah.
There's like so much going on. And that shot of the B-Wings, like doing that.
They're obviously the bad guys, good guys. What? Who?
The good guy. It's the Alliance that had the B-Wings.
Right, but what are they doing?
They're like charring the surface of a Star Destroyer.
They didn't have like B-Wings don't have that capability natively.
Remember in Rebels, they showed us some B-Wings that had that capability.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I honestly don't.
It goes
that.
back a ways, but
okay. All right,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, there is a precedent for it.
All right.
More and more danger than I thought.
Balin claimed to have knowledge of a power.
There's a shot of the new
One that
Balin.
could end wars.
A long time ago, I walked away from the Jedi.
This is your trial, Ahsoka. Take your time to decide.
Now, I love that shot of Enoch wielding some sort of a green flaming fucking soul sister fucking sword.
Take your time to decide.
And then Hu Yang going all
Are you a
Grievous.
Jedi? Or not?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like they're really like cranking it up to 11 for this one.
Yeah.
Um,
They better not shit in our mouths.
I mean, it's Dave Filoni. You know, I trust him.
I don't know.
And this was his thing before he took over Lucasfilm, too.
I know, but still. My heart's been broken before, Jason.
That is true. I mean, as Star Wars fans, we have dealt with our share of
Yes.
heartbreak and disappointment, but I feel good about this one.
All right.
So,
As long as you feel good.
in addition to that, we got some Starfighter footage,
We did.
which did not survive, obviously, because it was all taken from people in the audience, and I guess it was footage that was only intended to stay there in the.
So it
in
hasn't
the
been
venue.
it hasn't been actually released yet.
Nope. That video that I sent you has already been taken out. It was taken down like within a couple hours.
I'm glad I got to see it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, you can definitely tell they put a lot of money into it
Sure.
because you could tell the effects were up there.
Spared no expense.
And what we got was essentially a clip of what's his name, Ryan Gosling,
Right.
going into this little hangar where this kid is that he's, you know, taken care of or whatever, and he's like looking under this tarp, and he's like, "Hey, told you not to touch anything." The kid puts the tarp back down. He's like, "What's under there?" He's like, "It's a whatever, an X-18 fighter, whatever the hell he called it." And kid's like, "I've never heard of that." He's like, "There's a reason why," and he covers it up. So there's some sort of, you know, secret behind this starfighter. And then we just got a bunch of quick flashes of scenes from the movie, and I mean, visually it seems great. Tough to tell what the story's gonna do.
I was more excited by the Ahsoka trailer than I was by the
Me too.
what we've seen for Starfighter.
Yeah. I was just surprised we got any footage from Starfighter, honestly.
Well, I mean, technically we weren't supposed to get it.
Right.
Only those certain few that were at D23 were supposed to get it.
Yeah, but it's been
Why do they call it D23 if it's 2026? I always thought that was a year thing.
apparently not. Let's go to the internet. Why is it called? I can't type today. D23.
Why you smart bitches in the
It
chat?
combines the letter D for Disney with the number 23 to honor 1923, the historic year Walt Disney arrived in California and founded his company. Okay.
Sure.
Exciting, I know.
Yeah.
But
Can they come up with something better than that? Like, I don't know.
D's nuts.
37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
In a row?
So in addition to the Starfighter footage, we also got a Lego Mandalorian trailer.
Yes.
Because I think we had heard about this right before we got the trailer or something to that effect.
I don't remember. I just know that something came out, and I saw some stuff on the internet because my logarithm obviously includes a lot of Lego stuff.
Indeed.
And it's basically the origin story for Mandalorian, like allegedly in Lego.
Yeah. Which I don't think I've seen this trailer, or if I did, I saw it very briefly.
So let's go.
So we're gonna watch this. So let me share my screen.
Do I have to hit the buttons again, Jason?
Please don't.
We're waiting.
I know.
Well, we're waiting.
All right, so you guys can see that.
Barely.
All right,
There we go.
here we go. And play.
It's really,
Wow. Stinks to be those guys.
That's Bill Burr, by the way. Did you notice that?
it sounded like him.
Yeah, it's him. He's back to reprise his role.
Around, everyone! I'll tell you the exciting story of
What was
how a
that?
little
Oh,
green
no.
kid turned a stone cold bounty hunter into a warm and fuzzy stone cold bounty hunter.
Oh, cease that. We are Imperial remnants. We do not. Oh.
It all went down like this. Mando had the X-Empire after him.
I will destroy the Mandalorians once and for all.
The hunter was now the hunted. The end.
Wait, stop. A whole bunch of other stuff happened.
It's a wicked great story, and I was there for at least 20% of it.
Look, if you're gonna be a bounty hunter, you'll have to sound more intimidating than that.
There are a lot of scenes from the Mandalorian show.
It's like he's moving that thing with some kind of unseen force.
It is called the Force.
They have got to work on better names for stuff. We're surrounded.
Initiating self-destruct sequencing.
Are you nuts?
My sanity has been questioned. Initiating self-destruct sequencing.
Here we go again.
Oh, there's Luke.
It looks like you were expecting us to know who you are?
I'm Luke Skywalker. My father was Darth Vader. Oh, come on. I'm kind of a big deal.
If you say so.
Typical Lego fashion.
Yes.
It's kind of retells the Mando story through,
Through Lego.
yeah.
And I'm hoping it's a precursor to, and it might already be out and I'm just behind the times, but a Mandalorian video game, Lego,
Oh,
Lego Star Wars video game. 'Cause that would be
yeah.
fucking baller. I would love that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done that yet, or if it's not in the works.
Because it's getting
Or-
ready to be Christmas. I mean, now's the time.
Let's just see. I typed in Lego Mandalorian video game. Apparently, it was a thing. No, guess not. Oh, there was a Mandalorian expansion to the Lego Skywalker saga.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Lego Star Wars was the movies.
Yeah.
If you were going to do a Mandalorian one like this, then you want to do an entire Mandalorian thing. I mean, you had how many seasons, and then the spin-offs and everything else. You could do an entire game just of the Mandalorian in Lego.
Yeah.
So do that. Disney, Lucasfilm, Art, whatever. Do that.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. So will a lot of other people.
Indeed they will. Yeah, it would be a great seller, I'm sure. I picked up on this little article that came out today, actually. It was at StarWarsNewsNet.com. And somebody
sounds made up.
Yeah, they're a decent Star Wars news website. They, obviously they deal with a lot of rumors and things like that, but they try to be as legit as possible.
They could have worked on their URL though. I mean,
StarWarsNewsNet.com,
right? .net.com,
.gov.org,
.us.
Yes. And basically this third party company somehow did a breakdown of viewership numbers on Disney Plus. I don't know. I'm sure this article breaks down how they were able to decipher numbers, because Disney doesn't release viewership numbers for anything unless it's something like, through the roof, that they can brag about. Right. But otherwise, they don't release fucking numbers for anything. So, between these guys and Nielsen's, I don't know where the hell they get their numbers, but it does show that in the US for H1 2026, what is H1? Is it not quarter one, half one? First half. We'll say the first half of 2026.
Sounds good.
The Mandalorian, the TV show, was the third most streamed original series on Disney Plus.
Interesting.
Very. And following right behind it was Maul Shadowlord, was the number 5 overall for the whole first half show on Disney Plus.
Interesting.
And right behind that, in number 6, was Andor. And then mixed in here, you've got some of the Marvel stuff, Punisher, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, whatever the fuck that is, Daredevil. But, a lot of Star Wars stuff is near the top of these original streaming show numbers, which is good. We got the fucking Book of Boba Fett on here. Like, who the hell is watching that still?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's people that were watching The Mandalorian and were like, okay, well, let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah, roll into the book
series.
If nothing else, just roll into those episodes where they had The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And then there is the most streamed Disney Plus original TV seasons on Disney Plus. And Maul Shadowlord season 1 was number 4 on this list for overall seasons. Mandalorian season 1 followed right behind it at number 5. Then Mandalorian season 3, 2 spots later. Phineas and Ferb. I love that show. Then The Mandalorian season 2. So The Mandalorian, the original show, is still getting very high numbers on Disney Plus. Now, I don't know if this is like a bump that it got because of the movie. Very well could be.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be a coincidence, honestly.
Yeah. But Maul Shadowlord is also up there. So regardless, Maul did pretty well viewership number wise. So that's a very promising fact. And I think that's mostly what the article is stating. It's that, the Mandalorian show is still kicking, and the new Maul is also up there with viewers. So hooray.
Yeah, and it goes to show that people are watching Disney Plus. They haven't unsubscribed because there's not something, like Andor or whatever for them to watch.
Yeah.
And I will say that the people that have done that, they need to seriously reconsider, because there's a lot of good non Star Wars or Marvel type stuff that's on there. All the National Geographic stuff that's on there. You have shows like Mythbusters. You got Phineas and Ferb. There's so much in their catalog now.
Yeah,
that it's actually really good. It's probably it's for the limited time that I put on something. Disney Plus is my number 1, and then Netflix would be my number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me, and I'm a Star Wars guy, so obviously I'm going to have Disney first, but that's only because there's so much stuff on there.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just a good little thing to see. Good to know that Star Wars is still holding its own against all the Marvel and everything else. So I was happy to hear that. We skipped over Patreon. So should we talk?
How did we fucking do that?
I totally missed it in the notes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So should I talk about Patreon?
You should have talked about Patreon fucking 30 minutes ago.
I know. So I'm going to talk about Patreon here in just a second. Very, very soon. In fact, so soon that I'm going to talk about it right now. We'd like to give a huge shout out to all of our current patrons: Frank Kalevich, Catherine Rennick, Dragon Buddy, Lord Helmet Fire, Nick from Sweet Studios, my wonderful mother-in-law Patricia Goodstein, Don Solsky, Wally Frogmore, Chantal from Pop My Culture, Helen Martin, Sterling Azier, Nicholas Schaefer, Kristen Roscom, Carly Vickers, Ivo G, Shotgun Mark, Frederick Martin, David Schmuck, Scott and Kim from the Use and Abuse podcast, The Orange and Fett Show, and Kathleen Martin. If you'd like to consider becoming a supporter, you can find us at patreon.com/thesidebarcantina. Thank you again to all of our listeners and supporters. You are the reason why we do this.
My penis is so smooth.
Wow. Really?
You held up your fingers.
Like I do every week. Anyway, so that's that. Are we ready to move into our week?
Yes.
All right.
Now we are.
All right. So not a whole lot happened to me this last week, but something big that's happening next week is I'm going back to California.
Going back to California.
Yeah, going on next Tuesday morning, like but early, flying out at like 6 a.m. And we're going straight to Disneyland.
Nice.
And that's all we're doing out there is we're going to Disneyland for 4 days. And we're meeting up with Kristen's sister.
Okay.
The sister that lives in Idaho now.
Okay.
Her and her whole family are going to Disneyland because they've got her husband has got family right there in the Anaheim area.
Okay.
So we're going to go. They're going to Disneyland for 2 days. So we're going down to meet with them for those 2 days. And then we're staying an additional 2 days on top of that. We're staying at the Disneyland Hotel. And again, it's just me and Kristen. So we're going to have our own fun little Disney vacation by ourselves.
That's awesome.
Yep. And what's really funny is my oldest son, Robert, he's also going to be gone in California, but he's going to visit my mother. So he's flying out around the same time, which leaves my 2 youngest kids home alone.
Right.
Which is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Home Alone is relative. I mean, they're both.
Yeah, they're both adults. So I mean,
adults now. So.
Yeah.
But still, they'll have a run of the place.
Yeah, it's just weird,
Right.
Like, I mean, I was being left home alone when I was like fucking 15. Well, no, but even before that.
Way before that.
Yeah, but I'm talking like overnight, my parents would leave when I was like 15, 16, 17, somewhere around there. So it's not unheard of. It's just weird because it's going to be the first time for me and my youngest kids doing this. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
The fact that you made it this long without doing that is a testament to, being able to be there enough.
Well, times have changed since the days when I was like 10 years old and my parents would be like, watch your older siblings. We're going out to dinner. And that was that. I'd be home alone with my little brother and sister when I was a kid myself. And, that's just kind of how things were back then.
I saw a sticker. It was an X, and it was like Generation X raised on hose water and neglect.
Yes. Yes, we were. It was good times though.
Yeah, sure. Sure it was.
Yeah, it was very different from the way things are today. And
it's watch home movie footage from that time, and you'd think you were watching something from the fucking 50s. Like the graininess of the video and everything is like, I can't believe this was in my lifetime.
Right.
Like it just seems so fucking crazily out of date compared to what we have now.
Oh yeah.
It's like shit. Even when my kids were young, because my kids are older than yours.
Yeah.
And when they're 90s kids, and they're fucking like, there was no cell phone cameras.
No,
digital cameras weren't really a thing yet. I mean, I think there were some, but it were like, you're talking 1 megapixel cameras.
Right.
And So almost everything, especially with Jeff, that was all film cameras. And then when with Kate, there was some really grainy digital pictures.
Yeah, because again, some of those early digital cameras were,
yeah, but and then they were finally starting to make computers that could handle, more challenging pictures.
Mhm.
It's just such a weird time.
Yeah, and to think now we have this like crazy clarity in our
Oh
pockets.
my god, supercomputers! We have supercomputers in our pockets
Mhm.
that we totally take for granted.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
But anyway,
Yeah,
we're old.
yeah. So yeah, we're going to Disneyland next week, which means because we have to leave ridiculously early on Tuesday, I'm gonna say we're probably not gonna do a show next Monday.
Okay.
Because we got to be up at like 4, got to be out of the house.
Aren't you usually up at 4?
I am, but Kristen's not.
Oh, all right, that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna call it no show for next week, but then the week after we'll have much to talk about.
Roger.
And like we had talked about earlier, I've been going back and rewatching parts of Ahsoka season 1 lately.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, it was so good. Like that is like for modern Star Wars, that's like some of the best that they've put out. You talk about since the Disney buyout, I would say. Everything that they've done since the buyout, Ahsoka is like way up there for me for Star Wars content. It's so good. And it ties so well into other things, which I know that was a complaint for some people because it was basically Rebels was required watching before watching Ahsoka, but we'd already seen Rebels, and most Star Wars fans have.
Right.
So I'm not really gonna have much sympathy for the people who's like, I don't understand what's going on. Who are these characters? Well, fucking go watch some more stuff. It's all on Disney Plus.
Right.
Do your homework.
Yeah. I also rewatched Ahsoka season 1. I've been rewatching a bunch of stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as like when we first watched it, we were not as big on it as we are now. I don't think either of us. It's rewatching the season. I mean, I kind of binged it the second watching, so it was like a bunch of episodes kind of right in a row. So I was like,
Yeah,
absorbing it, kind of real time, and I appreciated it a lot more.
Well, good.
This time, it was like there was a lot of really, really good stuff that I was kind of iffy about that I remember not liking. And then this time through, it's like anything else, you watch it more than once and it's like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, you kind of see what they're trying to do.
Yeah. So there's still some stuff that I'm not that don't feel great about, but I'm still excited for the next one. I'm curious to see how they're going to tiptoe around all fucking
Balin?
No, I think the Balin stuff is going to work itself out pretty nicely. We didn't see Balin a whole lot in the last few episodes of Ahsoka, because he dipped in, he sent his apprentice off, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm out. See ya."
Right.
Like there was no question he was not leaving.
Yeah, because he was there for other reasons, not to fight this war and
exactly
do Thrawn's bidding.
So I don't think that Balin 2.0 is going to be a problem. I think whoever they get, so long as it meets the spirit of the character, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
If they get some shit character and just put like a Santa Claus beard on him and be like, all right, it's Balin, then it'll be an issue, but I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah.
My issue is going to be stuff with Thrawn in the canon. Is my biggest issue.
Yeah.
I also want to, you know what I want to see? I want to see fucking all right. I have issues with Rosario Dawson's athleticism.
You can kind of see that on display during some of the lightsaber fights.
Yeah,
she's a little bit slower moving.
I as much as I love Rosario Dawson in that role as that character.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody else doing it. However, I envision Ahsoka being a lot more athletic.
Yeah, very nimble
in this, like in the fight sequences and everything else. Everything seems very mechanical.
Mm.
It seems very like 1970s Star Wars-ish with some of the movement.
Yeah. And I think, age plays a part in that because she's pretty much our age, I think.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that Ahsoka and her species would be that age. Again, I know why Rosario Dawson's not able to fucking do a backflip.
Yeah.
I get it. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have somebody else doing it.
Like a stunt double or whatever.
or something.
You've captured their stunt doubles.
Turn around. And just something, and as you're watching it a second time, if you're going to nitpick at stuff, and that's kind of stuff I nitpicked at.
Yeah.
But I can get over it.
Okay. The last thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about the coming of fall with the Oktoberfest beer and everything, my son Ben started his today was his first day of his trade school, his HVAC trade school. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. He said his instructor reminds him a lot of Ice Cube from 21 Jump Street. Said he's very intense.
All right.
I guess he's prior military. But overall, he seemed to enjoy it, and yeah, sounds like it's going well.
Day one.
Yeah. So hopefully this is the first steps into a larger world.
Yeah. Dude, the trades are where it's at, man.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast that had Mike Rowe, Mike Rowe is a huge into like getting people into the trades. Right. He has a whole foundation where he gets scholarships for people getting into trade schools. Like that's his whole thing. And he was on the Sean Ryan show, and they were going back and forth and talking about like how many jobs are going to be available for the trades. Electricians, HVAC, plumbers, like all those jobs are going to be making six figures because of the need out there.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough that are in school right now to go out and fill the jobs that they're going to need.
Right.
Because AI is not going to create a fucking HVAC technician.
Nope.
They're not going to be bending metal for custom install in a building.
Right.
Even with these AI robots that are fucking beating Usain Bolt's records and shit like that, which is terrifying, by the way.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucking terrifying. Get slugs for your shotguns, by the way. Rifled slugs.
Will that take out AI robots?
Well, you don't want buckshot because buckshot spreads.
Yeah, it just peppers them a little bit.
Yeah, you want directed energy. You want a slug. It's going to put all that energy into one spot and make a hole.
Yeah.
The more you know. Anyway, but talking about all the jobs that are going to be available in the trades is like, and how much the country has basically sold kids on this thing that they have to go to college to have a success and have success in life, basically. And so many kids are not cut out for college.
Right.
Just not their thing. And they get a huge amounts of debt and come out and they still don't know what they're going to do.
Right. That's the worst.
Yeah.
You pay all this or accrue all of this college debt.
Yeah.
And still not come out with a good job.
Yeah. You go to Rutgers University and get a criminal justice degree and you come out and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? Yeah. Oh, you're going to have to get your master's degree.
Right.
Because nobody cares about your bachelor's degree. Now you need a master's degree. And it's like, well, why did I do this? I should have just became a plumber.
Yeah.
So encourage for the parents out there whose kids are on the fence about college, encourage the trades.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's not anything wrong necessarily with college, but don't go for lesbian dance theory or,
dude, I don't want to. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
However, I was at Kate's boyfriend's hooding
Yeah.
for his doctorate, and you should have heard some of the fucking degrees.
Oh my God.
It was wow. It was like, you see like kind of memes and you think, oh God, that can't be real. That's gotta be fake.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sitting there and you hear it. And then the person that comes off the stage is wearing the the gown, but it's unzipped. There's no shirt and is wearing like Daisy Dukes and heels.
Mm.
And is a fashion doctorate in fashion. Something.
Huh.
You do you, bro, but I'm like doctorate in this? Like you have a doctorate in
Yeah, I didn't realize. Now, is this in designing fashion, or is this in
dude, I
like learning how
I
to
forget what
fashion
the
stuff?
entire like some of these programs are relatively long. Like it's not like his where it's like Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that. It's like Doctor of Education in whatever, Doctor of Doctor in Doctor. Like there's like no bullshit, right? There was a couple that was like Doctor of Business in Business, Doctor in Business, like Doctor in Business,
Right.
Doctor in Business. And there was the one thing that they did really well. This is the day before the fucking scandal, by the way, the fucking cocaine scandal.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that.
So Penn State was riding high on their 1 millionth degree since 1833 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They had this positive article in the news and everything. They rode that high for less than 24 hours before the fucking boom, Pledge Escobar fucking comes out with the fucking cocaine ring. But what they did, because when they came up, there wasn't a guy like standing there reading the names.
Right.
And it was like the same voice. And it was an AI voice.
Oh, geez.
So what they did, dude, it was really good. And what they did was when they checked in, they were given a basically a QR code.
Uh-huh.
And then when they got in line to get to get hooded, they handed the QR code to the person, at the podium. They scanned the QR code, and that's what prompted the AI to say the name, and they put the stuff on the screen.
Huh, okay.
But all the pronunciations and everything else, if you can imagine, like all the Asians and Indians and everything, they're all getting their doctorates. Hello? Oh boy.
Thank you, dear.
All the pronunciations were like spot on.
Really?
Yeah. It was amazing actually. And because if it was a human, like even a practiced human with some of these names was going to mess it up.
Right.
And just the timing of everything, it would have taken almost twice as long to get it done. So kudos to them for the process.
Right.
But just Doctor of Fashion Design. Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
So the point of the story is, if your kids do go to college, make it for something real, something that they can get a job doing out of college and not necessarily have to go straight for a master's. And then look at the trades. Trades could be where it's at.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my week. What you been up to?
So speaking of trades, this weekend was spent prepping for we're having a carpet put in. So we had to prep the rooms
Mhm.
to get that carpet in. So moving furniture and shit like that. Had to demo out the old floor, which Kathy fucking did carried the water for all of that. Spared me my knee for the. Never heard that term? Carried the water.
Well, I'm more stuck on the demo the floor. What does that mean?
Well, I had a floating floor that I put down years ago.
A floating floor, like hovering off the ground.
So, if you put in like a, if you install a floor and it's like not a hardwood floor, and it's not tile, you're usually putting in a floating floor. It's like interlocking like pieces.
Oh, okay.
Right. Not laminate.
Right.
But it has the interlocking pieces and everything goes together. That's a floating floor because you're not nailing it to the ground. So you put plastic underneath it and then you put the flooring down on top of it.
Okay.
And it doesn't, it's not nailed down.
Yes, that makes sense.
So it took me a minute to get there. And I put that floor down a while ago, and it was cheap, and it was the first time I had done it. Actually, no, that was the second room I had ever done. And so we ripped that up, and like I said, Kathy carried all of it out to the curb to spare me because my knee is fucked. Is absolutely fucked.
You still in the brace?
Yeah. I get shots tomorrow.
Hooray.
Probably won't do anything, but
yeah,
whatever. One more step to take towards hopefully fixing it. But yeah, so since the carpet's coming on Friday, so with the flooring up, like, all right, take the time to paint the room. So
was that always on the plan or on the docket, or did it just kind of come up like, well, since we're doing the floor?
It was always on her docket. It wasn't necessarily like the first thing I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was painting. I hate painting. And the worst part about painting for me is having my hands over my head because it just gets sore, really sore after a while.
Yeah.
Like my stupid, it just sucks. Keep my hands over my head. And I can't paint with my right hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those devil lefties.
I am. So, but usually, you think, oh, it's a paintbrush, whatever. You're not writing.
Mm-hmm. You
should be able to do it with either hand, right? No,
you're just like retarded. You just can't.
Yeah, like hitting myself in the face with it. like certain things I can't do. I can't wield a paintbrush. Can't brush my teeth.
I'm trying to think of brushing my teeth with my left hand. Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Fuck up your. I had, my elbow worked on, a couple 3 times. And every time I had that done and I had to I couldn't use because I have dystonia. And so my hands cramp when I'm holding something for too long. So, and I can only use this hand for the fucking paintbrush. So all the cutting in and all that other shit. What happened?
My internet just cut out for a second. Hopefully, it didn't mess up the stream.
Hello.
All right, looks like we're fine.
Hello.
I think we're good.
All right. So yeah, like all the cutting in and all that shit, I had to do fucking with one hand. So I get that done, and I'm like, okay, cool. I had this line where I had to put tape across the ceiling because there's like this angle where it meets the ceiling, whatever. So I put tape there to be able to peel the tape off. Had this nice straight line, right? So I go to peel the tape off, and then all the fucking like the paint is just comes off. It's starting to come off the wall.
Oh no!
Like not the paint I just put up, like all of the paint.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Because it's a 70-plus-year-old house.
Yeah.
And I get it. It can happen, but I'm using painter's tape from Harbor Freight, by the way, which was on sale this weekend as part of their sidewalk sale or parking lot sale, whatever the fuck they call it. Fun fact, it is way stickier than the Scotch fucking painter's tape.
Right.
Like the stuff you go to Home Depot and pay more money for.
Mm-hmm.
Go pay the fucking money. Because the stickiness of that painter's tape was ripping the fucking paint off my walls.
That's not good.
Yeah. So I only peeled off about like a foot of it, and there's like 16 feet of it.
Oh no!
That I had to peel. So I'm like, oh fuck this. So I ripped it off, and then I went to Home Depot and I got some trim, and I just fucking put the trim up over it. I left the tape up for the other part of it, and I just fucking put trim over it. You know,
that's one way to do it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what the fuck else to do. I'm not going to go in there with the fucking spackle on each one of the things.
Yeah.
To fucking fill it in. Then I got to stand it. Then I got to no. Put a piece of trim over it.
Right on.
Yeah. But in the process, because it's over my fucking head like this, the ceiling's a little lower than this one. So I can just do it over my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hammering away. I fucking, of course, hit my goddamn thumb. It hurt so bad. 20-ounce hammer, like in full swing, and I fucking hit my thumb. Like, why? Why did that? Oh my god, why does that hurt so bad? Like, it still hurts. Like, it literally, I felt like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like it should have been flat.
Right.
Just like pancaked out and flat.
Like throbbing.
Yeah, still throbbing. But anyway, so after I put the trim up, I'm like, I'm done for today. I'm just,
yeah.
So being on my feet and with my whole lower body, just everything hurts. So
everything hurts.
Yes, everything does hurt. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I don't know what's going on.
I had something happened. No, so like I think it was Friday. I stopped at my Lego store, right? And I was in there sorting, and I was listening to a conversation somebody was having, and they're like, "Oh, blah 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 blah, the Dark Falcon, blah 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 blah," and I'm like, "Dark Falcon,
like from the Rebuild the Galaxy?"
Yeah, I'm like, I want that. So it just happened to be happening in front of me like this. So I looked up like this, and it was like this dad and his kid, and they pulled the thing down, and it's like, $50 tag hanging off of it, and brand new. They're like 140.
Right. I was gonna say 50 sounds cheap.
Yeah, they're like between 140 $170 depending on what store you're in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, $50. Like, damn it. Like, those fuckers are gonna buy it, and I'm gonna watch it walk out of here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no minifigures with it.
Okay.
and that's honestly that's where most of the value is.
Sure.
So I'm like pouring it into the universe, like using the force and pouring it into the universe. Like, you don't want to buy this.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to buy it. It doesn't have the minifigures. You don't want to buy it.
Mhm.
So I go back to sorting and I work my way around to the other side of the table. And I wasn't sure. I thought those two people were still in the store,
Mhm.
but they weren't at the counter. So I went, I saw it back on the shelf and I was like, hey, is that guy going to buy that?
Mhm.
Dark Falcon? He's like, oh no, he left. I'm like, good. I'm buying it. Take it off the shelf right now. Like, I got stuff to do still here, but I'm buying that thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, good call. He took it down.
Nice.
So I got the Dark Falcon for stupid cheap.
Awesome.
And so this is what I do. I get it home and it was complete.
Mhm.
So I took it all apart, put it in a box, shook it all up real good, dumped it into my sorting table, and started putting it back together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Did you finish?
no, because I would have brought it. It's remarkably challenging to put something together when it's one thing when you don't have all the pieces and you're like hunting for something.
Yeah.
It's another thing when you're sorting through 3,000 pieces to find the one that you
Mhm.
need. I mean, I have the instructions. I mean, lego.com, you can get instructions.
Right,
for
but you don't have them separated in the different bags
exactly
and stuff like that.
There's like 8, 10, 11 bags, something like that.
Mhm.
I'm on bag 5. And it's like I'm in the second day. And obviously, I'm not sitting there all day working on it.
Sure.
But yeah, it's been slow going. So the question really is like, I didn't do my read. I didn't do my read.
Oh, the sidebar.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I had the thing.
You can do that when I go take a piss in a minute.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Anyway, just popped into my fucking head. They're probably screaming about it in the chat. Probably like, how come you haven't done a thing? I don't know.
Kelly's like, I worked so hard on your notes
I know.
for you
I
to
know.
just blow it off.
Completely blow it off. Like, it's not even important. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So am I a psychopath for fucking getting a thing, taking it all apart, not watching too, by the way. Like, I sat at the kitchen table and was like deliberately doing other things.
Mhm.
Like watching, listening, other stuff, just taking it apart. Because if there was any like little nuance, like I enjoy putting it together. Like
Sure,
that's my
yeah.
thing for the Lego. I enjoy the hunting for parts that
Right. You don't want to buy something that's already put together and
no, that's defeats the purpose of Lego.
Yeah.
You would think I'm a psychopath when I say that to people. Like, what do you mean you took it apart? Yeah, I took it apart.
Yeah, because you didn't build it. The one you have on display is one that you built.
Yeah.
It should be.
I don't even care that it's for display. I mean, I'll put it together to a point where it's like, all right, and then I'll take it apart and I'll put it away.
Yeah.
But it's the joy of putting it together and seeing the finished thing. Like everything that I have on display, yes, I put those things together.
Mhm.
I didn't design it. I have some original designs, but I just appreciate the engineering that goes into putting something like this together. All those little nuances.
Sure. How big is this thing, by the way?
It's about yay by yay.
Nice.
It's not huge. Did I bring in the other Falcon? The other Lego Falcon?
I think so.
Yeah, it's the same size.
Okay.
It's just black.
Mhm.
Just everything's in black. Did a bug just fly in my mouth?
I don't know. Are you okay?
What the
That
fuck?
was weird.
I swear to God, something just flew in my mouth. I have to rewind the tape and see if we can see it.
See if you can see the thing.
Like protein. So anyway, yeah, we'll find out. We'll have to find out if I am indeed a psychopath for taking apart all my Lego. Like I said, I think maybe outside of the community, people look at that and go, like, you are a weirdo. Like, I just want to see the finished thing.
See, I don't know. Like, the whole point of Lego is to build. It's not to buy something already assembled. Where's the fun in that?
I don't know. I've put things together for people.
Yeah.
They've had, and I'm more than willing to do it.
Right.
Like there's been times where I've deliberately not done something and been like, yo, you need to do this because you're going to enjoy this build.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, I'll do it, but you're going to miss out if you don't put this together.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'll put it, if you're sitting at home listening to this right now and you have Lego that you're like, I want to see this put together, but I don't feel like doing it. We'll DM us and we'll send you an address to send it to.
Yeah.
And I will put it together for you. Free of charge.
All right.
And that's it. I put in my notes that I also rewatched Ahsoka season 1. And I rewatched The Last Jedi.
Really?
So we're reading Legacy right
Yes.
now. And I think it's important to associate what's going on in Legacy with The Last Jedi and then with Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
I think there's going to be some continuity there that'll make doing the Legacy book relevant.
Sure.
So I watched it, and got things to say, but yeah, I think if we're doing the Legacy book, I think we have to, because of the timeline of when Last Jedi happens and this Legacy book takes place. I think it's important that we should cover both, to be honest.
Okay. And yeah, we've been talking about that offline. So yeah, we'll figure out how to address it on the show, how to mix it in with the Ninth Jedi and everything else.
And then I rewatched a bunch of Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything jump out at you this time?
No, just it's been fun to watch. I started in was like season 4.
Okay.
Like I didn't start like real early. I like jumped back into for whatever reason, season 4 was like continue here. So I was like, all right, I'll continue here. So I've kind of been watching it from there.
Okay. How many seasons of Rebels were there? It was only like 4 or 5, right?
Well, it wasn't. I thought season 7.
How many seasons of Star Wars Rebels? 4 seasons.
There's got to be more than 4 seasons. It's got to be more than 4 seasons.
Not according to Google AI.
Well, regardless, I'm in the episode I'm in right now is where they basically Thrawn admits that he knows who Fulcrum is.
Oh, he knew who Fulcrum was?
Yeah.
Oh. Damn, I got to go back and watch the thing because I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, as the team, like the Ghost team, they know interception of messaging they know messages got intercepted. So the plan is Ezra shows up with Chopper dressed as a fucking Imperial droid, and then that really super annoying droid who talks like this.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's like B4 or something. Anyway, they show up. Ezra gets arrested. they put him in a cell, and then like it's basically all this interaction that happens, and then Thrawn shows up, and they transfer Ezra to Thrawn's ship, and yeah, there's other things happening.
This sounds like it's right before the finale.
It's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, because the next step is the fucking space whales coming in, grabbing Thrawn's ship while Ezra's in it, and fucking blast off to the other galaxy.
Did Ezra make it out of the ship? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah. So it's fun to rewatch.
Yeah.
They're very rewatchable.
Okay.
All right. So are you going to go take a leak?
I think I have to.
All right.
I'm also going to check the connection to this fucking wiring in the back.
All right. Are we hitting a button?
No, I thought you were going to do the reads.
Oh, I am going to do the reads.
You can do that while I'm pissing.
Yeah, don't pee on the wires while you're doing it. All right. So I'm going to do the sidebar headlines that we usually do about an hour and 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to do it now. Straight from the nerd girl cave in northern Poconos. Just a reminder to stop doom scrolling and look at the sky. Nope. Oh, no. Yeah, it's got to be. That's it. This Thursday night will be a very deep partial lunar eclipse. A smidge over 96% of the moon will be shadowed by the Earth. On the East Coast, the eclipse will begin just before 21:30, 9:30 p.m. for the noners, and end at 0300, 3 a.m. for the noners, with maximum eclipse at 0015. Balls 15 for the noners. For exact times in your location and time zone, visit timeanddate.com. We are not sponsored by timeanddate.com. Put down your phone. You can do it. Yeah, go see the fucking partial eclipse or the lunar eclipse. Bright, it'll be like really red too. Just because of the light shift. So I asked a question a couple weeks ago about who is the best military leader in Star Wars. I said this is not about strategy, this is about leadership. And the reason I had asked this was partly because I was watching I was watching Return of the Jedi. No, I was watching Empire. Okay. And watching Empire and Captain Nita, like they lose the Falcon
yeah,
you know, as it flies by and it hooks itself onto the back of the fucking destroyer, and Nita says he's going to gives orders, and he says he's going to go basically take the blame for losing.
Yeah, which he pretty much knows what that means.
He has
at
to
this
know.
point.
But he goes and he does it. He like okay, I'm taking responsibility. This is the fucking as the leader, as the captain of this ship, and I'm going to go and take the punishment.
Yeah,
for it, and he does, and you get the apology accepted, Captain Nita.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it made me think like that. That's that move there. That's leadership.
It is.
That is like, hey, you're the number 2 guy. Here's the thing. Here's orders to do, you know, continue doing these things. I'm going to go basically get it in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll come back, but probably not. And then he goes and he takes it.
Yeah.
So I asked the question, you know, who do you think was the best military leader in Star Wars? So the answers varied. I like this one from TikTok. Not Saw Gerrera.
Really?
Yeah, from TikTok.
Yeah.
From Facebook, there isn't an official. There isn't an official Magic the Gathering Star Wars set yet, so I'm not sure who I would want as my commander.
Ha
That's very funny.
If you're a Magic the Gathering player, you would definitely get the humor in that.
Um, so from Discord, which is where most intelligent conversation happened anyway. If we're looking at legends, the answer was Wedge Antilles, and from canon, Admiral Radis. They're saying was the answer.
Hmm.
And I can get Radis, especially because of Rogue One,
Sure.
right? You know, he's not going to sit idly by and allow, you know, allow this special ops unit to basically get completely isolated,
Yeah.
right? Despite these other odds, he's going to go jump into this thing. Now, that to me isn't leadership. That's character, which you need to have character to be a leader.
Yeah.
But I don't see that as much as being a leader.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think being a leader is a lot of in the reflection of how your underlings see you, you know? And if I'm, part of this crew and Radis is like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to let these guys go out there and just get, you know, killed for no reason, which I kind of did anyway. But, I'm not going to, he does what he does. Is if I'm one of his crew members, I'm like, that's a good guy right there. That's a guy I would want to follow into battle.
Right.
And I'd kind of boil that down to leadership. Yes, it's good character, but it translates into leadership.
So what they have in the rebellion is characters like this.
Yeah.
Right. Throughout the rebellion, they have characters like this. It's the jump first, consequences later. And I guess you can do that when you're in a rebellion, right? Because you're in this you're in a fight for what you believe is right.
Yeah.
So you're taking chances no matter what position you take.
Sure.
So if you're in this council of people that is, the rebellion, and that council is like, no, we're going to keep you here. Harris and Dola, for example, like, oh no, I'm going to fuck off and do what I want. That's cool. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, yes, you want somebody to come get you, but the other side of that is there's duties and responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
I guess the militarized side of me looks at it and goes like, yeah, you decided to go fucking take off and do something on your own, but then, the whole, not for nothing, but the beginning of The Last Jedi, when Poe does his dumb shit with
the bombing run,
when all that shit is going down, like, and Poe gets back or no, actually, that's not as much of the point. It's more about with purple hair. He doesn't understand what the plan is, so he's like doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, not that what you're doing is necessarily wrong, but you are this rank, this person is this rank. You don't have the bigger picture. So
right, because if I'm Master Sergeant Roscom going up to General, whoever, and be like, hey, what's the plan, man?
Right.
He'd be like,
the fuck are you?
Why is this person in my presence right now?
Right. It's just, I don't know. Wedge, I can see from the Legends material.
Yeah, because he became a pretty strong military leader.
Yeah,
in Legends.
And I can agree with Radis, but definitely not Saw Gerrera. So thank you everyone for your.
Now, did anyone mention anyone on the dark side or the Empire side?
I'm only seeing the results, Jason.
Okay.
I'm not privy to all of the background of it.
All right, fair enough.
Listen, people are fucking. They're like, oh my god, everyone's on the light and it's good and blah blah blah. We can't. No. Let's take a minute and recognize that You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna. I would be opening a door.
Well,
to-
you know,
to
like
a-
I'm displaying my what is it? My support for the Empire. You know, their
Right.
galactic wide government that brought, you know, law and order, stability to the galaxy through a strong military until a bunch of fucking terrorists started blowing up their battle stations and assassinating their emperor.
Right.
But otherwise, they had a pretty strong military. And
This could get us this conversation could get us in a lot of trouble.
all right, fair enough.
If we, I'm with you. The dark side is where my the structure of what the military is and all that with the dark side is that's where I go.
They run a tight ship, you know.
It's like, hey, here's rank structure. Here's where these decisions are made. Are they good decisions? No. And you know what? I think too, the rebellion, like, yes, they have a force structure with their little Purina dog fucking things on their chest. But not that the Empires is much better. The chiclet things on the Empires aren't much better. Not chiclets. What was that? There was like a cough lozenge that came in a package like that. It was like a cross.
I know what you're talking about, and I couldn't remember the name.
I
of
can't
it
either.
for the life of
Anyway,
me.
The rebellion was too loosey goosey with like who's in charge of what.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, who's really in charge of this? Who's in charge of supply?
Yeah,
where's your
And
A1?
like this,
where are you getting food from?
Right, and now this bitch from Alderaan, who is she? You know, just coming in here and barking orders. You know, we're used to taking orders from General Radis or
right.
You know, all these senators who have defected, but
bro, your team is falling the fuck apart.
Oh my god, did we get another injury?
It's not an injury. I'll read it here.
Jesus Christ.
This just in, courtesy of Patreon supporter Kathleen. San Francisco 49ers owner Jed York has pleaded no contest to misdemeanor charges in Northeast Ohio after being arrested on suspicion of engaging in prostitution over the weekend.
What the fuck?
Authorities said.
Oh my god.
According to documents obtained by CBS News Bay Area from the Columbia County Municipal Court, York was arrested Sunday in the town of East Palestine, about 20 miles south of Youngstown. Police report obtained by CBS affiliate WKBN TV said the arrest was made by East Palestine police with and it's cut off because it's a screenshot. But
yeah, I just pulled that up. Jed York basically arrested for prostitution. Jesus Christ. You know what? I never liked this guy though, because you know Eddie DeBartolo was the owner back like in the 80s and the 90s when you know the Niners were in their like glory days. But then he got in trouble for some bullshit that I can't even remember now, and he was forced to hand the team over to his sister, who then married this Jed York fucker, and he took over as the owner of the team. So
you know, you need to get the fuck away from that power plant. Honestly, that shit is
the memes are great though.
that shit's frying brains
right
at this point. It's like, who the fuck goes to Youngstown? Or no, I'm sorry, a town 20 miles south of Youngstown, East Palestine, which already it sounds like it's going to be bombed out, and fucking goes there and engages in prostitution. Was it with another guy? Was it?
I mean, you never know, honestly. But
was it at the Blue Oyster?
I mean, oh, good times. I mean, I just assumed all these rich fucks had, their prostitution connections, and they all went to like through the same fucking channels to do the shit.
They don't take a drive to Youngstown and a little bit south to East Palestine.
I mean, or maybe they do.
Maybe it's the Mecca.
Maybe that's the Mecca, and maybe more fucking rich people are going to get busted for prostitution.
Oh my God.
Or maybe he's just kind of like Hugh Grant, where he just pulls up to some random chick on the road and is like, "Hey, you want to give me a blowjob?"
The way I read this is that he was the prostitute.
Oh, well, that's different. Oh, well, that's just some sexual deviance going on.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm reading it to the worst case scenario,
right?
Guess, but pleading no contest to 2 misdemeanor charges in Northeast Ohio. They're being arrested on suspicion of engaging in prostitution. So I guess that could go either way. It could be boop, 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 boop. He could have initiated the boop, boop, boop. But
speaking of Hugh Grant, how do you go from being with Elizabeth Hurley? Fucking Elizabeth Hurley, who still to this day looks fucking phenomenal. And just like find some random broad on the LA streets and is like, yeah, let's do this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have thoughts. I'm not gonna.
All right. But anyway, so yeah, this billionaire owner of the 49ers now all of a sudden is just caught for prostitution, which, good riddance. I never liked the guy.
So I guess the wife will take back the team then?
I would imagine so, because it was a family thing. It was Eddie DeBartolo, who was the owner for like all the glory years, the Montana and the young years and all that.
You mentioned that.
Yeah. And then he handed it over to his sister when he got in trouble for doing some fucking shit.
Right.
Illegal in the NFL. Probably like gambling or some fucking crap.
Right. Or prostituting himself.
Or it could be. It very well could be. And then his sister, for some reason, like when she married this chump, like he's like, "Oh, here you go, hon. You can take this."
Like I don't like football. Here, take this.
Yeah. Very well could be. But yeah, Niners can't catch a break, but I still think that they're going to do very well this year. Despite what people say, "Oh, the Rams, oh, the Seahawks." No. The 49ers, they're going to split their games with both of those teams, by the way. Mark my words. I said it here first.
He did. He did say it here.
Yeah. It's a tough schedule because we're playing the NFC East this year, and we're also playing the AFC East, I think. So it's a tough schedule, but I think the 49ers they're gonna make the playoffs for sure. And I think people are talking up the Rams too fucking much. I think everybody's like sucking their dicks and just being like, "Oh, Matthew Stafford,
This is
but
Matthew Stafford's last year.
I hope so.
I feel like it's his last year.
Yeah, but I don't think,
which is a shame. I don't have a problem with Matthew Stafford. Boy, we are so not talking about fucking the Ninth Jedi. Weird. You know what we're talking about today, kids? Not the Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, we've got like half an hour to get through the Ninth Jedi, and there's a lot in these 2 episodes too. So maybe we should stop with the football talk.
We should.
And just move on to our main topic.
Hey, let's talk about the Ninth Jedi.
Hey! Do you need to piss or anything?
No, I'm good. Let's go.
All right, so let's get into the Ninth Jedi. So
me putting us back on track.
Right. That's good. It's because of the beer. It just throws me off. So starting with episode 3, Voice from the Past.
Right.
Where we left off our crew, the bad guys had just fired the fucking Kyber cannon,
right,
which somehow is like able to travel through hyperspace, which is kind of weird. And I'm sure they're going to explain it in this because it does get mentioned in these episodes. And it missed the fucking planet. And they even say, like at the very beginning of this episode, the 2 bad guys are like, the cannon missed. So
just great. Well, I mean, it's a long shot,
Yeah. And again, you're going through hyperspace as well.
Yeah. If you don't get the windage just right, it could be off.
Plus, you've got this fucking guy who, you have controlling the thing, who's not there willingly.
Right.
Whose daughter is on the fucking planet that they're trying to destroy.
Right. He's laying hands on this thing going like, just gonna push it.
Yeah,
just push it just a little bit.
Mhm.
There we go. Yep. Go ahead, shoot it. It's good. It's all good.
Yep. So yeah, so that happens. So now we're dealing with the aftermath of that, because while it did miss them, it did hit that big fucking gas
giant.
Yeah, and like now there's fucking rocky debris raining down
Right.
on the planet where everybody's at. So Bibin or whatever it's called has to be evacuated because they're just getting fucking pummeled now by debris.
Debris.
Yes. So they start off by these fucking dwarves, these space dwarves that are like miners and stuff. They bring out their fucking ships, which are basically big asteroids that have like engines strapped onto them.
Right.
They're the most ridiculous looking things. You all right?
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, they pull those ships in, and they're just like these big asteroids with fucking engines and a bridge strapped onto them,
portholes.
Yeah,
randomly on them. Like, okay, all right. Hey, you know what? Solid
as a rock,
a space rock flying.
Yeah. So the Queen Lady Tefla or Teflon, whatever the hell her name is. As all these evacuations are going on, runs to an old ship hangar, and she's essentially stuck there for most of the episode at this point.
An old wooden ship.
Right. So yeah, so she goes to this fucking hangar that's got this old diplomatic ship, which we'll learn more about later.
Right.
Meanwhile, the space dwarves are evacuating the elves from this planet, which
right.
Interesting choice for
dwarves and elves living together.
Yeah, in the Star Wars galaxy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Remember, this is a long time ago, but sooner than Rise of Skywalker.
Right. No, it's after Rise of Skywalker. Remember,
sooner to us.
Oh, gotcha.
If it's a long time ago, right? But it's closer to us on the timeline.
Yep, that makes sense. So yeah, Teflon is stuck in this hangar with Kara because, as she's fucking like trying to get this hangar bay open and get the ship done, like more debris hits the fucking building, and she's like dangling from the fucking console, with her hands on the levers. Well, Kara and the rest of the crew like get down there, like she cuts a hole in the fucking side of the hangar door, busts in, saves homegirl from falling just as she's about to fall. And while they're down there, Teflon and Kara are kind of stuck down at the bottom, while Juro and that other dwarf dude are trying to get the hangar doors open.
Bill, just call him Bill.
Yeah. This Teflon lady starts telling Kara about her father and about, the Jedi order that they were trying to rebuild on Bibin or whatever the fuck it's called.
Bilbo.
And, we got some actually good storyline in here because they, they're talking about Jima, who is Kara's father, and how him and Juro were apprentices of Reno Sutara. No, Reno Sutara, who's like was the one of the last Jedi Masters remaining in the galaxy during this time.
One of the actual Jedi Masters.
Yes.
Allegedly.
I
mean, he could have been some sideshow guy.
Could have been.
Passed himself off as a Jedi Master. Like, yeah, I'm a Jedi Master.
Yeah, I mean, that's altogether possible.
Prove that I'm not.
Right. And, his plan was to restore the Jedi Order there on Bibin with the help of Teflon. And she saw the greater good in all of this and like where it could lead them. And they mentioned too, at this point, the galaxy was like, there was no central government. So at this point in the timeline, there is no Galactic Republic or even like a Sith Empire kind of thing. Everything's just all completely divided and
And there's only one Sith, allegedly.
Yeah. Because we find out during this whole story that she's telling that Jima, Kara's father, was sent out to like fight other Sith throughout the galaxy.
Mhm.
And that's what he was. He was like the Sith assassin, essentially.
Yeah.
Honing his combat skills while
Just by eliminating the fucking Sith.
Yeah. While Juro was more focused on, raising new Jedi at this new academy that they got. And Reno, the master of the two of them, well, he was starting to do diplomatic missions.
Right.
Which we'll find out later about those. But yeah, they were essentially trying to establish this new order on this planet under Reno's guidance. And we'll find out why that wasn't necessarily a great thing. And it jumps to where Jima, Kara's father, confronts Reno. They don't say why initially because she doesn't know. She's like, all of a sudden they were fighting for no reason. And we get these glimpses of fucking Jima, fighting Reno, and there's a point in the fight where they've both got their lightsabers and they both kind of grab each other's lightsaber hand, right? Like I've got the lightsaber in my hand and he grabbed it with his left and vice versa. And while that's happening, while Jima's lightsaber is being grabbed by Reno, the blade starts turning red. And they're both like, what the fuck is going on right now? Because I guess one of the things about Jima's lightsabers, because remember, he's the master crafter, he's the sabersmith, is it reflects the heart of its wielder. So, in hindsight, after we get the full story on this, it's really when fucking Reno grabs the lightsaber that's in Jima's hand, they're like his heart starts, presenting itself in the lightsaber, and that's why you get the fucking red. And she mentions that Jima became something else. And his blade turned to silver during that fight.
Right.
And again, we're getting all of this from the perspective of Teflon, who she was not part of the Jedi. She just, trusted that they would do the right thing when they got established on the planet and everything else. So she's just talking about this from her perspective, not from the perspective of a Jedi or anything else. And, she mentions how at the end of the day, Jima cuts down fucking Reno, the master, and fucking beats feet out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And during all of this, his eyes turn like a black, like a full black. His lightsaber turns silver. He fucking cuts down Reno and then jets out of there.
Yeah. So it turned into something completely out of the ordinary.
Yes. Which again, we find out later what exactly that was. But yeah, so her and Kara are talking the whole time. They're trapped in this fucking hangar. And then after that happened, Teflon ordered the Jedi to be disbanded, which is why there's a little bit of that animosity when Juro and their crew like first came to the planet, and she's like, I don't know. We've got this history, but I'm not sure I trust you guys because of this incident. Anything on that before we continue? I know it was a lot.
No, I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, and it's building.
Yes.
Yeah, it builds on a lot of stuff.
Right. And it really raises more questions than answers. It's like,
Yeah.
well, why did this happen? Why did Reno all of a sudden have this confrontation with Jima and they're fighting to the death, basically?
Yeah.
The hangar doors finally get opened. Kara looks around Reno's ship as they're getting it ready to take off, and she finds these fucking carbonite corpses basically in the like the secret cargo bay of the fucking ship. And again, this was Reno's ship. Come to find out that those are all like leaders and diplomats from other systems that Reno was doing business with, that he essentially just like fucking got rid of them.
Yeah.
Put in his.
Are you with me? No. Wrong answer, dude.
Yeah. Yep. So he got rid of them, put in his own fucking puppet, people in those positions in order to like start trade and everything else. And mostly he was like scraping off the top, they were saying. So
seems legit.
It seems something. They're still working on evacuating all the civilians. They finally get the last of them off just in time before like some more massive debris hits that fucking base that they were all evacuating from. And then more stuff comes from the ship where they see a recording of Reno actually being the one who's the aggressor in that fight against Jima. They see some like security footage from the ship. And they all realize like, oh, he was fucking taking out all these people to enrich himself. So maybe Jima found that out and exposed him, and that's when the fucking fight started. Of course, Kara was relieved at this point. She was very happy to hear. And now that they're all off of the base and they're evacuated, Juro has this plan of attack now for how they're going to engage with Nawam and his army. Because they're like, all right, well, we got all these fucking asteroid looking ships. We're going to fucking warp in. What was it, Star Trek?
Wow.
we're gonna hyperspace jump in, and we're gonna take an orbit around the planet, and we're gonna act like we're fucking asteroids in this asteroid belt that's around it.
Right.
Then we're gonna pummel them from the fucking orbit, and it's gonna be this big surprise attack, and we're fucking geniuses.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right, exactly. What could go wrong? And Teflon, gives her farewells to everybody, and is like, all right, we're gonna go find us a new world. May the force be with you.
Yep. Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah,
fucking go.
Yep. And then we're off to Yago for
Yago.
Yeah, which is the place where the bad guys, Nawam and what's the name of the Sith? I got it written down somewhere. Jinno. Yeah.
Jinno.
So no, cancel. What happened?
Once again.
All right. Thought we lost internet for a second there. So yeah, a lot of exposition in this first episode where they basically talk about Kara's father and kind of his history and this alleged him taking out his master,
right,
and all of this. So we get a little bit more background, find out that maybe he wasn't such a bad guy after all, the way they thought. And then we jump into the next episode, which is Nawam Attacks. And this is where I wrote good music, because I've noticed throughout this whole series, they're going with a very John Williams-esque style of, music for the show.
Right.
So it's obviously they're not taking any of the previous John Williams music, but it's like a lot of the same instruments, a lot of the same style. So they're trying to keep it familiar in that respect, which I like. There's nothing wrong with it. And and we start with the fleet popping in around what was it, Yago, and like totally not subtle at all. You just see this fucking massive fleet of these asteroid looking ships all just like in one spot pointing at the fucking planet. I'm just like, you're not trying to be subtle at all.
Element of surprise. Like all of a sudden anybody in the planet could look up and go like, there's a bunch of extra shit flying around up there.
Yeah. They're all in like formation.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of weird.
Yeah. So needless to say, they did not get to fulfill their plan of, orbital bombardment and all of that, because fucking Nawam's fleet immediately sees them and immediately fucking ambushes them as soon as they get in.
Yep.
And like Benjamin Netanyahu, Nawam decides to just fire on the civilian ships, and it's just like, kill the civilians, fuck them, that'll drive out the the rest of them. So they do that, and
Jason's political views are not the political views of Mr. Martin or reflect the views of the Sidebar Cantina.
Fair enough. Remember Ethan, the weird random guy who's just wandering around the bad guy's base for no apparent reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still there, and now he's there to break out Jima from his prison. And Jima's
Convenient.
like, indeed. Jima's like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
You know, what are you doing?
Right. Where'd you come from?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm an apprentice of Master Juro. He shows him his lightsaber. And this is when Jima realizes, like, oh, all those lightsabers I built that I gave to my daughter to fucking get to this guy, apparently she did, because they all made it because he recognized the blade.
Right.
So he realizes now that his daughter is still alive, and she's, you know, probably working with Juro and everything else. So it's a good moment for him.
Yeah, it's a shame he doesn't do good things with it.
Yeah. Back to the fight in space. Nawam's ship had a pretty good way of boarding the main asteroid ship. They just had these like two, I don't know what you would call them, these two fucking things coming out of the front of the fucking ship, and they just ram right into the fucking thing. And those two like prongs or whatever just go right into the main ship, and that's how they board.
Like like corn on the cob skewers.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just connect just by going right in.
My penis is so smooth.
Indeed. Nawam's army rolls into the ship. They start boarding the ship, and they're beating the shit out of the dwarves. Like, the dwarves are getting their asses handed.
Never
to them.
stood a chance.
Yeah, like fucking, they're lobbing grenades and all kinds of shit, and they're just getting fucking hammered. And this is when Juro decides, like, oh, maybe we should join the fight. So him and Homan, who's that like beast looking Jedi guy,
Right,
and Quana, who is the little dwarf Jedi guy,
right.
they all decide to leave the bridge and go join the fight. And he leaves Kara there. He's like, hey, protect the bridge. You know, you're in charge up here. We're going to go continue this fight. What?
It's nice. Can lay back like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so
Good,
nice.
good chairs. Just
Good
don't fall asleep.
Sleep, but you're asleep.
And while they're out there fighting these guys that are boarding the ship, fucking Nawam is making his way to the bridge.
Right.
And it's very cool because as he's
Dun,
walking,
dun, dun, dun.
yeah, as he's walking through the fucking hallways, he's like destroying the lights
Mhm.
as he's walking through. And of course, Kara is the only one left to fucking defend the bridge. So
Right.
she's got to be like, all right, well, I'm fearlessly. She's like, all right, I got to handle this.
Mhm.
So she goes down to confront Nawam, and he reveals to her as they're fighting, he reveals to her more about her dad and about how he basically saw her dad, kill Reno. And he noticed that all emotions left Jima at the time, like leaving him in a state of nothingness, as he declared. And that's a big thing. That's a big theme going for the rest of the character of Nawam, is this theme of, you know, achieving nothingness, like no emotion, no anything to impede your actions at this point. Just being able to draw on the raw force without any outside distractions or anything like that.
Mm.
And this is all going on as him and Kara are fighting.
Right. It's all dialogue.
Yeah.
While they're fighting.
And Kara cuts off his mask at one point.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's revealed to have this like light white hair, and he's very young. He's got very young features.
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically like, you really saw my dad beat this guy? Because at this point, she's looking at him and he's so young. She's like, why the fuck?
Yeah. Why would you have seen it?
Yeah. And then he admits that, you know, he was just a young Padawan at the time. So he was a very young Padawan at this new Jedi Academy or whatever you want to call it. And
doesn't explain why his lightsaber is not red though.
Well, because it's probably the same lightsaber that he had while he was there.
Yeah, but if you're
Oh no, actually, he took Jima's lightsaber after that fight because Jima cut down Reno, and then he fucking left, and he left his lightsaber there, the one that had eventually turned silver. And this guy Nawam picked it up. We got a quick scene of him picking that up, and that's the lightsaber I think that he's still using to this point. So, because he never, one thing that he mentioned to Kara early on was when she mentioned like you were a Jedi, and he's like, well, Jedi, Sith, those are archaic words,
right,
to describe these things. So he's looking beyond Jedi and Sith. He's looking for almost like the gray Jedi, sort of just like this neutrality, this disassociation from everything.
I'm realizing that having watched the next episode after this, I have to delineate some things.
Right, because you know more than
yeah. So I'm like, as you're talking, I'm like, wait a minute, but that impacts this, which impacts that. Can't talk about that. So there's too much computing going on. So I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Right, because I'm I haven't watched the fifth one yet, so I don't have any additional information.
Yes, which
beyond.
is good. That's why we shouldn't watch Beyond.
Indeed.
Damn it, Dave.
So yeah, ultimately, Nawam reveals to her that he wants to achieve that nothingness, that balance, that no emotion, no anything with the Force. And it's brought up too that he wears that helmet because it takes him back to that state of nothingness, which makes me wonder, is that helmet cortosis? Like the same fucking helmet that the stranger wears in The Acolyte?
I don't know, because it cuts off his face pretty easy, and he doesn't wear it again.
Yeah.
If it was cortosis, I would imagine he'd get it back.
True, and it wouldn't have been able to be cut off of his face to begin with.
Right.
Okay, fair enough. So maybe he just used it to kind of like dull his senses.
You know what? I think he went to, one of those Halloween pop-up stores and got himself a mask.
Right. So during all this, Juro arrives. Like as Kara and fucking Nawam are going through all of this stuff, the dialogue and the fighting and everything, Juro eventually shows up and inserts himself into the battle. And eventually he gets fucking stabbed by Nawam. Like right through the fucking heart, by the way. Like the way they show it, it's like his left side, like right through his fucking chest area.
You're not getting up from this, old man.
So that's what I'm started to think, because after that happens, Kara takes him to the side and is like, "Oh, Juro," and he's like, "Oh, you got to get away, you got to run out of here." I'm like, is this motherfucker gonna survive another fucking impalement with a lightsaber, this time right through the area where his fucking heart is?
Not
Thankfully, no.
Not that I've seen.
Yeah. Thankfully, no. But I'm sitting here based on everything that we've seen up till now. Everybody else in fucking Star Wars getting fucking skewered by a lightsaber, just that hurt.
Yeah, let's see.
Anyway, like really, like right fucking there in the chest, in the heart. And I'm just like, this motherfucker better not just like hop up and need some minor medical attention.
Anyway,
because
that hurt.
That shit was getting really fucking old.
No, he died.
But yeah, no, he's dead.
He died.
He turned into a Force ghost. So yeah, he's done.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Jima, having escaped from his cell, comes across Jinno, who is the last Sith. And they have a little confrontation as Jima tells Ethan to get the fuck out of here, go protect my daughter, blah blah blah. So we get this little fight, and really we don't see much of it between Jima and Jino.
Yet.
Because what else is going on is on the ship, the fucking droids decide to blow up the main reactor or whatever, and now the whole fucking ship is getting destroyed, and now they gotta we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Reactor.
Gramps grabs what's the two other Jedi-ish people, the beast looking guy and the dwarf looking guy. He's like, look, if I don't get you out of here, Kara's never gonna forgive me. She can take care of herself, but you two can't. So I'm gonna get you the fuck out of here. And then Juro calls to Kara through the Force. She's like, open your eyes, because she's like fucking laid out. She's, unconscious on the floor. And he's like, wake up. And convinces her to run, go get into another ship and get out of an escape ship to get out of the main ship before it blows up, which she does. But in the process, she gets fucking knocked out. Like her head bashes against the console, like from the shockwave of the explosion of the main ship.
Right.
She gets knocked out, so she's fucking drifting through space. Ethan is like driving through there, but like, where is everybody? What happened? And Nawam is back on his ship, and he tells them to release the hunters to kill the rest of the survivors. And that's kind of where this episode ends.
Yeah.
So a lot going on in these 2 episodes.
There's a lot going on. It's ramping up.
Yeah.
Like if you've watched it to this point, it's a slow build, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how many.
Oh, apparently I was just muted. I'm terrible at lip reading. We might be back. I just unmuted my fucking mic, which I don't know why it would have muted. Hey, and we're back. All right.
The fuck? Well, maybe the internet connection dipped, and that's why.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Motherfucker. Anyway, so yeah, lots going on in this these couple episodes.
Yeah, and it gets the intensity ramps up.
Yeah,
even into the next episode. So yeah, to kind of tie a bow on it, I'm enjoying watching it.
Yeah,
it's been. I'll tell you, I will say, after watching the 5th episode of this, I said to myself, like, this is actually watching the 5th episode of this is making this worth watching.
Okay.
Right. I don't know if I don't know how everyone else will feel about that, but I'll rewatch the 5th episode.
Yeah.
See how I feel. But
yeah, and I mean, throughout this whole season, through these first 4 episodes, never once have I felt like, I didn't want to watch this. Like this was just a chore getting through. None of that.
No, I mean, I had to ramp myself up to actually like watch TV. I don't I don't sit there and watch.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way.
I have to like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And even then I was like putting Lego together or whatever while I was watching it. I wasn't driving though. I wasn't driving. There's no driving with any of this episodes. These 2 episodes. So you're welcome.
Got to have some for the toast at the end.
Exactly. So yeah, I am optimistic at the outcome.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the show so far. I'm sure it's going to end well, and
It'll end.
Yeah, even though it's not canon, it's been enjoyable, and that's the big thing. Is it's tough to get into anything that's not canon at this point.
Yeah, but we were into so much shit that wasn't canon. Like you think about it, like me listening to the Legacy books again.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's the non-canon stuff can be entertaining.
Oh yeah, it can be very entertaining. I mean, all of that non-canon stuff, all the Legends material,
right?
Like so much of that was just such good shit.
Why does my shoulder hurt like I fucking pitched 2 9-inning games in a row?
Is it maybe because you were painting and had your arms above your head?
Maybe.
Just a thought. It's my own theory.
Anyway,
you got any reads?
Yeah, I got all kinds of reads.
All right, why don't you throw those out there?
I'm gonna go do it. Support the official band of the Sidebar Cantina till the end. Check out their socials for news and updates on their upcoming European tour with the opening band Red Swamp.
When do I get my CD? That's what I want to know.
This coming September and October. Then go to tilltheofficial.com to purchase tees, sweatshirts, stickers, posters, and pre-order their self-titled debut album from Life Force Records, due to release coming this September. This coming September.
Yes.
So September,
which we're almost there.
Yeah, in a week. Yeah. Yep. Next time you hear our voices, it'll be September.
Where the fuck did this year go?
I don't know. I'm so upset though.
Yeah.
I can't even. Kudos too to Till the End. If you're not following on their socials, you should be. First of all. Second of all, they I guess they had a review of the album.
Yes, I saw that
in a German metal news paper.
Yeah, and it was like a 4.5 out of 5 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So really, really good shit happening for those guys. So make sure you support them. No news this past week from ATSW, Escape Pod, Grave Reviews, Use and Abuse, Layman Terms, or the Orange and Fetch Show. You can find us at bio.link /Sidebar Cantina, where you can find the links to Patreon, YouTube, our audio podcast on Apple, Audible, and Spotify, and all social media platforms, including X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Once you get to the bio link, simply click the symbols under our pic to get to your platform of choice. You can also find all of our past Spotify mixtape playlists. Also, on our bio link is our TeePublic merch shop. Choose from 7 designs, newish designs on TeePublic. Sidebar Swagtastic on everything from t-shirts and hoodies to tote bags, phone cases, exclusive stickers and pins, wall art, magnets, notebooks, laptop cases, pillows, just about anything you can imagine. Nothing says love like a naked Jason chick on a pillow. Go to bio.link /Sidebar Cantina and click merch. We're going to skip reviews. As always, a huge shout out to all our Patreon supporters. You are the reason why we do this. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube, click that old Liberty Bell for when we go live. Don't be afraid to share us with your friends. And that is that.
All right.
I feel like we still got done early.
Yeah. We blasted through that main topic. Yeah. We've got so much good stuff coming up. We've got the rest of the Ninth Jedi. We've got our look back at The Last Jedi combined with the Legacy novel, combined with potentially Rise of Skywalker after that. Maybe.
I think we'll have to see what happens with the Legacy book.
Yeah.
See how relevant.
Yeah, but so much coming up, and then of course we've got. We still need to do the Masters of the Universe movie.
Yep.
Yeah, just lots going on, and it's a good.
What did I send you the other day? Was it the Transformers movie was in
Yes.
theater?
Yes. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
When is that? That's like this week, isn't it?
I don't remember. I'm scrolling back through our texts.
So much going on. Oh, and we got our Dune Part 3 tickets.
Yes.
So that's a thing, even though it's not until December. We've already gotten them. It was a pain in the ass trying to get tickets for a good seat in IMAX, which is why it has to be that Monday of that following opening weekend.
Oh, speaking of IMAX, I'm going to spoil it now because it's going to be 2 weeks before I get to talk about it. This Saturday, I'm going to go see the Odyssey.
Oh,
in the real IMAX.
Really?
On the 70 millimeter.
King of Prussia?
I believe so.
Okay.
And a friend of mine that we made from being in the council or the Chamber of Commerce.
Mhm.
I beat a guy in rock, paper, scissors. Like he had an extra ticket and I beat a guy in rock, paper, scissors.
Nice.
But yeah, he said, I still have to get the exact details, but I know it's Saturday.
All right.
So the 70 millimeter fucking viewing.
Yeah, apparently those have been sold out for like ever.
Yeah. I think he got them off of eBay, he said.
Okay.
So I'm fucking super excited.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
Because
finding out that I was going to see that is kind of what kicked me off on a bunch of Christopher Nolan movies.
Mhm.
Like rewatching the Batman trilogy
a
handful of times. I need to watch Oppenheimer again.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't find that fucking text. I know I sent you a text that said, "Hey,
yeah, something like the 27th really jumps out at me."
27th of July?
No, of this month, August.
No, when did I send you the text?
I don't know. Anyway, we should probably close this up then.
Yeah, let's close it up. Go home and eat food.
Food is good.
Eat food. I had something for that and I lost it.
All right. Well, anyway, no show next week because I'm going on vacation. We'll be back the week after that with probably more of the Ninth Jedi, or are we going to jump right into Last Jedi? We'll have to decide that.
We'll decide.
Yeah. So it's one or the other for sure.
Yes. We will decide.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for sticking with us and, sitting through all the chaos and speaking of chaos.
Yes.
So until next time, Dave and everybody else, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Okay, now what do I click? All right.
And we're off. All right. Kelly and Chris, I think you're the only ones left. Thanks for sticking with us, though.
As bad at lip reading as you may be. I need to learn some sign language.
Fuck that. Fuck the deaf. Stupid people. They should just learn how to hear.
Remember, we need to save it for the show, but this whole discussion that Helen Keller was faking it.
Really?
Apparently it's a thing.
Oh my God.
My daughter swears that Helen Keller is full of shit.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like legitimately.
Legitimately.
Wow.
Yeah.
That should be a title of an episode.
Right?
That Helen Keller's full of shit, man.
Yes. Yes, I'm telling you, it's fucking bonkers, man. There was like a like 3 or 4 weeks where that was all she was on about.
Really?
Was just this Helen Keller is a complete fraud.
Why? Why would
I don't know.
and, like, even if that was the case, why would you care about it so much?
I don't know. My daughter is a mini me. So you
Right.
can imagine mini me at 28.
Mm.
You knew me at 28.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just picture that.
Okay. Oh, so funny.
Nobody commented on the lights.
No, I was surprised. I figured
Yeah.
somebody would be like, "Hey, why are those lights in the background constantly
No,
blinking?"
nobody did.
Yeah. All right.
That's
well,
funny.
whatever, man. All right, we're out.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.